Hello friends, this is Dr.Arpana. I welcome you all to this YouTube channel. So in this channel, I talk to you about the role and scope of homeopathy in the various medical conditions, and today we will be discussing about the E. coli infection and E. coli induced gastric complaint or gastroenteritis and the homeopathic medicines that can help. So if you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit on the bell icon before watching the video. So let's get started. So today we will be discussing about E. coli infection. Now E. coli, it's a bacteria which stays inside our intestine, and it's a harmless bacteria. But some strains of E. coli can be responsible for gastroenteritis or UTI, that is urinary tract infection, and even pneumonia. So today we will be focusing on the gastric trouble or the gastroenteritis which is caused by E. coli. So first of all, we must understand that the strains of the E. coli bacteria which are responsible for causing some trouble within the human body, so from where is it coming inside our body? So the sources of the E. coli infection, they can be first undercooked or uncooked meat. So if you are having some sausage or maybe some cured meat, or maybe the meat or the non-vegetarian product that you are using, it is not cooked properly, then you may get infected with the E. coli infection. The next source can be untreated milk, unpasteurized milk, or if you have not boiled the milk properly, then that could be a possible source of the E. coli infection. The next source can be vegetables and fruits which are not washed properly. So what happens is, if you are having an unwashed fruit, or maybe you are having some salad and you have not washed your vegetables thoroughly, then it could be a potential source of the E. coli infection or the strain of E. coli bacteria entering your body through the raw fruits and vegetables. So it is very important for us to ensure that we maintain hygiene, we wash our fruits and vegetables properly, we make sure we are not eating food or water from some place which is not hygienic. So we must ensure that we are eating a properly, thoroughly cooked meat. The milk that we are consuming, it is either pasteurized or we are boiling up the milk properly. We are washing our fruits and vegetables thoroughly before consuming. Now, what will be the sign and symptoms of an E. coli infection, especially if you are having some E. coli induced gastroenteritis? So there will be cramps, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting. Now there can be some amount of fever also. Now some cases may get complicated and it may develop HUS, which is called as hemolytic uremic syndrome, which is a complication of the E. coli induced gastroenteritis. Not all the patients suffering from gastroenteritis will end up in HUS, but yes, we can say that 5 to 10% of the patients suffering from this can develop HUS. Now what is HUS? HUS is hemolytic uremic syndrome. In this, there is rapid destruction of the RBCs, that is the red blood cells. As a result of it, the patient is having anemia, low platelet count, and there is kidney failure. So it can also be a complication of the gastroenteritis caused by E. coli. Now coming to the point, if you are suffering from gastroenteritis, then what you should do? So it is always advisable that if you are suffering from any kind of stomach infection, you take some easily digestible food, some boiled food, maybe rice or khichdi or toast, something which is very easy and light on the stomach, and avoid high sugar, high fiber diet, because the stomach is already in a compromised state. So in homeopathy, we have many medicines for this condition, but I will be focusing on the 3 most useful homeopathic medicines for this condition. So the first medicine is arsenic album. Now arsenic album should always be considered whenever we think that there is a possibility of some kind of food poisoning, or maybe you have taken some non-vegetarian product and after that you are having the problem. So arsenic album should be the first medicine of choice. In case of arsenic album, we see that the stomach cannot retain anything. Even if you drink a sip of water, it will be vomited out. So basically, when the stomach is not retaining anything, there is lot of vomiting, loose motions, nausea feeling, weakness, then arsenic album in 30 potency should be given in repeated dosage. It can be given at an interval of 1 hour or 2 hours depending upon the condition of the patient. The next medicine is Aloes. Aloes is a very good medicine in managing diarrhea induced by E. coli, and in case of Aloes, we see that there is a lot of pressure in the rectal or the anal region. The patient can feel that there is fullness in the anal region. Also, the stools are absolutely thin, watery, somewhat yellowish and warm. It seems as if the stools are coming out of a hydrant. So there is a lot of pressure, there is a lot of force in expelling the stools. The next medicine is China. Now China, we have to give the medicine when there is a lot of prostration and weakness and exhaustion. China is to be given in cases of diarrhea when there is exhaustion along with the diarrhea and there is acute prostration. The patient is very weak, very exhausted, and also the stools are somewhat frothy in nature. So these three are the medicines which are very good in case of E. coli infection or E. coli induced gastroenteritis. We have other medicines also like camphor, like veratrum colocynthis, merxol, carboveg, zingiber. So as I always say that homeopathic medicines, they are always symptomatic. They are based on the symptoms of the patient. So the medicines that I have already explained to you, arsenic album 30, China officinalis 30, Aloes 30, they are the mostly used and most useful medicine in case of E. coli induced gastroenteritis. Whenever you take these medicines in case of E. coli infection, you take them in 30 potency in repeated dosage, and at the same time you must ensure that you are taking proper rest, a good diet, and ensure that there is no dehydration. I hope you have liked the video, so do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment on the video. If you wish to book an appointment with me for any of your medical conditions, the number is already given to you. You can send a message through WhatsApp in the given number and you will be provided with all the details for booking an appointment from my office. If you wish to speak to me over the phone, that too is possible with the help of an app. All the details are already given to you. So that is all for today. Have a nice and wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much for watching.